Hi, Peter from Mechanics Mate. Today we're here to show you our wheel hub remover. So what we're doing, we're separating the wheel hub from the steering assembly, steering knuckle. Alright, so there's a couple of ways of doing it. If you come over here, we've actually installed it on here already. So what we've got is we're mounting it to the caliper bracket and also to the ball joint attachment point. Alright, so if you have a look on this side over here, we have a our hub attachment. So we use that for removing axles. So CV shafts, half shafts, whatever you want to call them. Alright, so what we do is, it's got our coupling on there. So what we do is we can come in here, quickly attach our cylinder and push out the drive shaft. Alright, we can also use that with this fixture to pull out the hub from the steering knuckle. Alright, or we can come from the back in here because we put the coupling on here as well. So we can come in from the back in here and do it from there. Now because we've got this off the vehicle, it's actually probably easier to do it from behind. Where if it was on vehicle, you'd want to do it from the outside of the vehicle, outside. Alright, so in order to do it, a couple of different options available. Alright, so now with here, this is only our second time ever to do this. So we're going to remove this, and we have to use a socket to come in here because the piston end that we normally supply is there, and it's actually too big, so it won't actually push out the hub. Whereas if we were pushing from the other end, we push against this, and that's this little part in here. If you have a look, it's got an O-ring on there, so that supports in there. So what it does is it stops the piston from going through. So we have a couple of options available on how we do this. Alright, so we'll just take that off. So we take that piston end off, and what we're going to do is just going to use a socket in here like that. Alright, there's not a lot of tonnage that's used on this, so let's give it a shot. So our piston ends in here, these are our extensions that we use. And we'll just come in here and we'll attach it. Got to just get our spacing right. Alright, so now we want to take up the slack in here. We want to make sure we're using all the thread. So we have potentially very high forces. We want to make sure that this is nice and level as well, so we're pushing on this squarely. Alright, if we push squarely, if you pull that up under load, you can see that it's reasonably level. If not, you can adjust it. Again, we want to use all our threads. Alright, so now, and we can also adjust this centered wise as well as on our caliper here as well. So these are all slotted, so you can move them around. Alright, so that's in position. So now we're just going to show you how easy it is to get the hub off. Alright, so you heard that crack. I'm going to move this up in here so you can see it coming off. Alright, so there we go. It's that easy. Right, so if you have a look, so these are the parts that when they're separated. That's our main bar. Our intermediate goes onto the caliper, and then that's the part that goes onto the knuckle. And again, these are all threaded with M16. The reason why we do that, it's a nice big bolt. We use cap screws where we can. You can also use threaded rod, but if you do, always use high tensile. We do supply a basic bolt kit with this as well to try and handle the different variations that are out there. So if you have a look, you know, pick the right bolt for the job. Always use the biggest bolts you can, and always high tensile, because we are playing with hydraulics, and this little cylinder, as small as what it is, that's 10 tonne. Alright, so this is our pump in our starter kit. The only difference is we put these quick connectors on here, the same fittings. The reason I like to do that is I can put the cylinder on and quickly disconnect it and connect it later. Alright, so that's Peter from Mechanics Mate. Keep tuned for when we're going to pull out the wheel bearings. We'll show you how to do that on another video. Thank you very much.